You ready? I'm not beefing with Metro Melik. I'm just
what's going on?
Cloud chasing.
Oh, there it goes.
We hanging out.
2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Good grief.
I'm sure
1,
people.
2, 3. People are confused.
Yeah, like I thought they didn't like each other. All right.
I mean, that was.
Couple years
We never
ago,
got,
it might have been.
we never really got to know each other to not like each other.
Yeah.
There was just
I think it was just two people.
a situation.
That yeah.
Well,
You're a jerk. I'm a jerk. It's kind of like.
let's start the show. Let's start the show. All right, and
Okay. That was good. It's a thing.
it's Metro Melik with most memorable moments with Metro Melik.
Big man Genesis. Hanging out with Metro Melik. You ready for my most memorable moment?
I want you to say who you are, what you do. Introduce yourself. Just in case the 10 people that don't know who you is.
There are people that don't know. All right, so I am known in Lansing in the space of being the Banner King. Shout out Banner King. Karaoke Kickback host and founder. RM Bingo host and founder. You may see me hosting other events as well. Shout out to the trap houses and strip clubs that have needed a host. More notably, for the last 4 years, I've been on air with Power 96.5 here in the city of Lansing. 2 to 6. Sound like a similar time frame?
Similar.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just an hour off.
Yeah, it's just an hour off.
Why is yours 2 to 6?
Well, because we have the Breakfast Club from 6 to 10, then 10 to 2 we have our midday. And then I'm 2 to 6. Now, I used to be 1 to 6. 5 hours in that box is rough. Because we're still live.
You're live.
Live.
Yeah. Yeah. So, super cool. I actually don't know how we... Oh, I do know how we met.
Yeah.
We were introduced by someone else.
Yeah, something like that.
Wasn't that it?
Well...
Or was it something else?
So I think... No, I know exactly what it is.
When we don't...
Yeah, no. I know exactly what it was. Details left out. You were formulating something for 517 Day.
So that's what it was.
That's what it was.
What it was. So that is what it was.
That is what it was.
Okay, I
And
wasn't sure. I forgot to turn my head around.
there was a bunch of disconnect on my end. Well, not really my end. And I think you had a thing going, and emotions were just high all the way around with everybody.
Money was on the line.
Yeah, I hate messing money up too. That wasn't even my mess up. I was just like, I'll come do it. What are we doing? But just mix ups and whatnot. But here we are. I think time passed.
So I'm gonna cut, and be very direct.
Yeah.
I will always have great appreciation for you, because there was discord.
Yes, that's good.
There was discord
Yeah.
that transpired.
Yes.
However, I will always have great regard for you,
Appreciate
because
that.
you were the one that went out of your way to show up.
Yeah.
And you showed up at my spot, which was the store in Old Town.
Right.
And you walked in and I went, huh. And so
This could go one of two ways.
I was like, huh. And being the person that I am, that I tried to be open. This is what my mantra. This is what I talk about. So this was a tested moment.
Right.
Be open and meet people where they are.
Right.
You not only showed up, you said we need to have a talk. You talked about what we needed to talk about. You said your piece. And then you allowed me to say my piece.
It's good.
And you heard it.
It's good.
You heard it without waiting to just respond. You heard it by listening.
Right.
Now, we disagreed on some minutia.
Sure. Absolutely.
But overall, we both appreciated that there was discord all the way around. And then I, being who I am, I tried to put more on you. And you were like, well, you are kind of a jerk too. And I said...
I did say that.
We used a different word.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
for
yeah.
This
Well,
one,
for
you said
this,
you
yeah.
were a jerk too.
Yeah.
And I said, well, you were kind of a bigger jerk. And
Yeah.
you're like, well, can we just agree we were both jerks in this? And I was like...
That's good.
Yeah.
It just makes sense.
And then, brown man, dap dap,
yeah,
tap tap, hug it out, and I will always have great regard for that.
my guy. Likewise,
no, for real.
man. Well, do you remember what it even prior to that? I sent you something to say, are you guys involved in this? Because we're not. And that's kind of where it started.
You're still a great person for that, and probably better in that instance than I would have been, because I wasn't going to reach out to you.
Yeah.
I just had no reason to.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, you saw something that I wasn't able to see in that moment,
right.
and I think I responded. It wasn't like I didn't respond,
right.
but I was like, nah, and then I thought, why aren't we involved in that?
Right.
It was something that happened at
MSU,
something.
Yeah.
But yeah, and there's been a couple of things. Yeah. And I thought that came after, but maybe...
No. That was the initial thing, because I was like, I'm not going to say anything to this guy, but I'm curious if they're involved.
Oh, that was your segue. You were like,
then,
hey, and then
we start talking about other things, and you're like, we probably should talk about some other stuff. And I was just like, all right, I'm just going to show up. I'm just going to pull up.
Unannounced.
Unannounced. Yeah.
I'm like, so great regard. So that's why, in return, I show up to some of your stuff.
Yes.
Unannounced.
Yes.
Did I bring you tacos one? No, was it chicken?
Throw me chicken. And watermelon with that? What's up? No watermelon, no 40, just chicken. Not even hot sauce.
It was already spicy.
It was spicy. That's funny. That is so funny. That is so funny.
And I just walked in and plopped it down, and you're like,
yeah.
Did you end up? You ate?
I did eat it
because it's good.
It was good. Chicken was the peace treaty. We like, yeah. That's funny, man. I'm doing so good not cussing. That was funny.
I thought it was funny. I'm glad you ate the chicken.
I did.
Because that would have been a waste of good chicken. Yeah. Fried chicken.
Yeah, the bird was good, y'all.
And I was being very directly stereotypic.
Yeah.
Because the stuff is sometimes funny.
It is funny. It is funny. I mean, yes. That's memorable in itself. Jesus. Wow, yeah.
There have been times, and you'll never stop doing it, and now that I'm saying it, you'll probably be more enhanced. There have been times where I'm like, can't he just let me show up somewhere and not say a bunch
Oh, I know.
It's not possible?
No.
It's not? Okay.
No.
I've learned to accept it, but I'm just like, Willie, for once, just let me sit here.
You know, I think I do it. I think I do it because we secretly appreciate it but hate it. And people do it to me, and I'm like, oh, hey, thanks so much. Peace and blessings. Thank you. But I remember one time, I think you may have forgotten about this, because I did until just now. There was an event out at the Lansing Mall, and you were the bartender. And we had yet to have this conversation. You remember that? And I was like, yeah, shout out to Metro Melik back there, serving up drinks and not music, because I think I was the host that night.
I was a little, to the mother of the children, I didn't have much nice to say.
Yeah.
There were a lot of curse words. I was like, what?
Yeah.
You do your lane, let me do my lane, you make your money.
I was like, I'm gonna say this.
But then I realized, I was like, he's got the microphone, so there's literally nothing.
And I was sending people back there to get drinks.
Then yes.
So I
was just like, why?
Olive branch right in the martini.
And I don't even think the mother of the children at the time, I don't even think I brought it up with her.
Okay.
I don't know if she was able to put two together. I don't think so.
Yeah.
Because she was looking at me like, what? She's like, when she's in work mode,
yeah,
you gotta get out of her way.
Well, that happens.
So she was like, you messing with my money.
Yeah.
I'm over here having Pisces feelings.
Yeah.
She's like, you messing with my money, you need to get in the zone.
Yeah.
So, are those... I really appreciate that. Are those most memorable moments? Because I feel like without even explaining it, those are pretty memorable. Or is it just the fact that we're two ships in the same sea?
Man, I think it's a little bit of both. Like, so I'll give you, man, first off, shout out to you. I don't think you get the proper credit for cultivating and growing 517 Day. All of us benefit from that. I know I've hosted lots of things surrounding 517 Day. And if you recall, I've even reached out to you to say, hey man, I'm planning on doing this. What do you have going on?
And we should talk about this year.
And we should talk about this year.
Or 2026.
Right, 2026. And so I think aside from...
Thank you for that.
Yeah, aside from our moments of the beef that became burgers, I think it was memorable to not let it become something that it could have easily become. So now I consider you a friend. Like, to me, I got nothing but good things to say about you. And it's proven that, every time we're in the same room, it's always, a kindred vibe. It's always good. It's never a thing like, there go that motherfucker.
Well, it's better to work together, even if you're not working together, and it's better to lift each other up, and there's no competition.
Yeah.
There's no competition.
Yeah.
There's room for all of us because there's different voices, there's different ways, there's different styles. There's no community without unity.
Yeah. Because I remember telling people, even when, I can't remember, what's the paper that puts out the top of the town?
City Pulse.
City Pulse puts out the top of the town, and maybe last year or a year before, I was in there, you were in there for Best Radio, and other people that we all know. And I was like, listen, if you just can't vote for me, vote for Malik. Like, that's the kind of person I am. Like, I know all the other people, and you do too, that were right in that same category, but...
So that's the appreciation, and you demonstrated that greatly by showing up at the shop and having the conversation that you did, because the conversation was discord, but it was calm.
Right.
I mean, there was jabs and polite name calling, but it was calm, and there was a comfortable exchange. Right. It was actually a conversation, an exchange of ideas. And hashing it out and realizing, like, on all sides there was a problem. Yeah. Obviously, I'm gonna weight it on another side. But the thing about it is, between you and I, there is another entity that never and did more. And I'm like, cool, whatever. And it will probably remain like that. And I'm just and I'm not going out of my way to make it a thing. Right. Because it doesn't matter. Right. And 100 years from now, I'm not even going to be remembered. So let alone a little thing that didn't even come out. But and so in this sea, I'm going to bring attention to another detail that is obvious but not spoken. Sure. The fact that we're two African American black males. There you go. In the United States of America, I have no need to lean into the negative stereotype. Right. So even when there was that time, I had no need to do some of the things that I've seen other people do and shout in a negative way. I go, there's nothing to shout about. That's a personal thing. Yeah. I'm not going to put down. I'm not going to shout. I'm not going to say don't. I'm not going to, it's not for me to say. Right. And that's where, there's room enough for everyone. And when the tide rises, all of our ships can rise. Absolutely. And there's no reason for me to bring somebody else down. I don't want to. I don't need to put somebody else down and bring my shine up. That doesn't make any sense. That tarnishes my shine. And so there's a reason why it's funny to me when you say the beef that turned into hamburger or burger. Was it beef burger? No. Whatever.
It was a double stack. Whatever.
Double stack burger. Right. Yeah. I need people to see. No, this is real. This happens all the time. You just don't get to see it because if it bleeds, it leads. Right. And if it's negative, it's going to take on more strength and power. And people are like, oh my God, did you see such and such and such? Yeah. But when they say, wait, they get along, they're sitting in the same room, they actually say hi to each other. Like Malik actually goes out of his way and sits right next to him at his events.
Hey, man.
Yes. Yeah. And it's purposeful.
Yeah, for sure.
You doing what you're doing. And you're the one getting booked for cruises, and you're getting booked for you're getting booked to fly to, I don't know if it's been to LA specifically, Cali, to do stuff, and you're working the system. I can't knock the hustle,
right.
and I can't knock the system, and I don't hate the player, and I have no problem with the game.
Yeah, man. No, but I mean, even in your own right, you're definitely doing what you're doing locally. Like, I watch and I pay attention. Like, there was some event, and I was like, why aren't I at that event? It's a recent thing, but I was like, oh, duh, you're in Detroit on the air today. That's why you're probably not a part of that. And so, no, hats off to you, man, for being like Mr. 517 for real. And you don't even have to it's a title you've already earned, but you don't have to. How do I want to say this? Can I say it? You don't have to slut yourself out here to get it. Like a lot of that's a terrible way to say it, but like you don't have to go out and do as much as, I mean, I'm not from here, so like
I wasn't from here either.
Really? I didn't know that.
No, I wasn't from here.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't. I'm not from here.
Yeah.
That's the big secret. It's not a secret.
Okay.
I'm from Oscoda, and I'm not even from Oscoda.
Where
That's 90 miles north of Saginaw on Lake Huron.
Oh.
I'm not from here.
Okay. Well, you've been here longer than I have.
I have, but I slept my. That's probably not a good word either anymore.
Yeah, probably not.
Dang it.
Yeah.
I apologize. I don't know. I have to look that one up. But I've worked for free for many decades.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. And that's what you're talking about. But what I'm doing now is nothing new. I started last century with public access TV.
Yeah.
And what I saw was cool stuff in the area, and I wanted to promote stuff that you wouldn't see on the news.
Yeah.
And that's how I talked about what's on your show. Cool stuff, people, places, and events in the area that you won't see on the news. Because, you know, the news is supposed to be what the news is.
There's a space for it, man.
And I wanted to bring the positivity.
Yeah.
And then as time went on, I learned acting and singing and dancing and choreography and rap and putting on shows and producing events and all this other stuff. And so Lansing is a great place to be able to cultivate your art, your artistic ways. People are kind and friendly. And this is here's an epitome. The epitome of kindness in Midwest and Lansing, Michigan specifically. I've done comedy, and I'm a long storyteller. I would be better on NPR and not the comedy stage.
Okay.
Because it's all ethereal and have all these different levels of meetings, and you chuckle, then I make you uncomfortable, and then I bring you back, and then you laugh. Well, that might take 10 minutes.
Yeah. Look.
But when you're on a comedy stage,
yeah.
So I'm doing stand-up, and I'm getting my little yucks, and I'm thinking, I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling myself. And I go to Yucks in Toronto for Nubian Nights.
All right.
Jamaicans. And just energy.
Yeah.
And you need to rapid fire. I got booed off stage. And the first time it happened, it hit me like a tidal wave. Because it looked like a tidal wave. And I'm on a stage, and so stage left, audience, right, left. I saw the table, and it was a 4-top.
Yeah.
And one person threw up a napkin or a towel or something and went boo. And it just rippled. And I'm standing there, I just went, I was talking, and I saw it happening, and I just kind of went, and I can't remember his name because it was an interesting name, started with a T. He was a busser at the place. And he was looking at me. And Kenny Robinson, man, I'm going to have to type his name because I'm brought up. Kenny Robinson, he's the godfather of comedy in Canada.
Okay.
He's not from Canada either, but he's lived there for decades.
Oh, wow, okay.
And I think he's from Chicago. And he puts on this Nubian Night show in the honor of Richard Pryor, Eddie Murphy, and all this. But you have to...
Yeah.
And so I'm watching Kenny looking for a white towel. And the only thing I knew to do, I was like, I ain't going out like a punk.
Yeah.
So I just stood there like this and just boo! 500 people.
Oh, man.
Boo! And I'm like, this hurts. But I ain't going out like a punk.
Man.
Kenny comes out and is suited up and everything. And takes this towel and throws it in the air and throws it down on the ground. You out. And he's like, one more time for Malik from Lansing, Michigan.
Yikes.
That hurt so bad. But the guy, Buster, goes, don't worry about it. What do you mean? Don't worry about it. It's all good. Why do you say that? You weren't the fastest guy to get booed off stage. I said, well, how long did they last? 90 seconds. I go, how long did I last? 2.5 minutes.
That's
I said, well, hell.
That's a lot of time.
Hell, okay. So I went back 2 more times. Got booed off every time.
I mean, you were literally the best of the worst guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Best of the worst. And I added a little bit more to his time. Now, I never made it to the 5 minutes. But, and my last one was my own fault because I made fun of Toronto Blue Jays. Because they just lost in Detroit. So I just...
That's probably not a good way to go with that. Yeah.
But that's the difference of culture, difference of way of being. And so the life lesson was that joke would have landed in most other spaces, but not within that space. And so now I'm learning how to, and so when I say I can go into a situation and read the crowd and see what's going on, these are the reasons why, because I've had these experiences.
Well, and that makes good for what we do. I remember about 20 years ago, I was kind of heavily in gospel music, and like my church that I was singing at, we had to sing in Cleveland, and I just learned a song, and we were at this big event, and I was like, I don't really know this song. And it just so happened they were recording it for video, YouTube, and everything. And I'm like, all right, whatever. So I start the song, and I knew there was a point where I had to do a certain like pause to stay on time. Well, I didn't do the pause. Disaster. First minute of the song was great. You know, gospel songs are long, man. I'm dying for 5 minutes. And so everybody's like, yeah, praise God. You know, like, ooh. And so I'm like, all right, well, I don't live here, so it's fine. And this little kid, she had to be like 6. She was like, you messed up. I was like, oh. Now everybody else knows I messed up. Like, I knew everybody knew.
Yeah, but
the fact that a little kid, because kids are honest.
Kids are 100.
And I had to ask the tech guy, I said, can you please take the live stream down, like, or clip my part out? They tore me up in the comments. They're like, I normally don't say anything bad about gospel singers, but he sucked. Like, but it's character carving.
Yeah.
So now I can get up in front of any room. You know, I've been fortunate enough to host big concerts here, other places, and I'm like, I don't care. Because a little kid told me I sucked 20 years ago. Now, my timing is better.
And I still get nervous, and that's what people
I gotta pee when I go out there every time.
I still get nervous, and people think, oh, you're so comfortable. I'm like, no, I'm not. You don't want to live with me before in a big event.
Yeah.
You don't want to be anywhere near me, like in my living space a week before an event.
Yeah.
Because I am horrible.
Well, and you know, I still do live radio, so I pee a little bit before every break. Especially now because I'm in 2 markets. When I first started in Detroit, what was in my head was, don't say Power 96.5. Like, that was all that was in my head. Because I'm live in both markets. And then, you know, saying our positioner has become so commonplace and a part of my everyday that I'm like, did I say it? Even the professionals get a little nervous.
Well, there's a lot to go through. I really appreciate your time, man. This was you instigated this too.
I did. I am a fire starter. I was like, who the hell is he talking to and it ain't me? Wait, what's going on?
I would have gotten to you.
Yeah. I'm the black friend. I'm first.
Oh, blackity black.
Man.
I appreciate it.
No,
And that's part of the reason why it matters more, and I'm not trying to be cliche in any way, shape, or form. We have to show that togetherness is possible and probable, and work it out and support each other wholeheartedly and meaningfully. And thank you for allowing me the space and time to say this publicly and put it on wax.
Yeah. Put it on wax. My God, I appreciate you, man.
That's the show.
That is the show. Shout out to my buffs.